Hey guys, Ike here from Mike'sOutdoors.com. I'm here today to do a review on the Guide Gear Deluxe Digital Camo Blind. And the reason I have it broke down like this instead of up already is because I want to show you one of the major flaws that I've found with this thing. I had this thing up last night, and there's a couple major flaws in this thing. But I had this thing up last night and was going to take it out and put it out this morning. And when I took it down, all of the poles started coming out of the sleeves on the sides, and I now have a gigantic mess to try to put this thing back together. You can see I've got poles just everywhere that are out. So now instead of being able to just fold it down and pop it up, I have to put all these poles back into place, or when I pop it out, it's just a mess. It is just a mess right now, and it's going to be really hard to put back up. And I've already tried once to put it back up, and I've got to try to figure out where all these poles go, put them in the right location, and then get that side to pop out and get them to stay there. So it's a huge mess just trying to put this thing back up or take this thing down, because all of these have just popped out. So I've got to do all that. I've got to find where each one of these poles go, get them in the right location, try to get this thing popped back out. The other huge problem that I have with this thing is it stinks. I mean, it is literally just doesn't have just a strong odor to it. It has a strong foul odor to it. I have no idea what the smell is, but it just smells terrible. It smells rancid. I had this thing in my truck this morning, and it's hot. It's summertime. It's about 90 degrees already. And I had it in my truck this morning, and I had to go do some stuff. And when I got back in my truck with the windows up, my truck reeks, and it's because of this blind. I was going to take it out and put it out and just try to cover it up, but this thing reeks. So if you're going to take this blind, if you're going to order this blind and take it out and put it up immediately, I strongly recommend you get a different one, because this one absolutely stinks. And I mean, it is a horrible smell. Even my son, my 8-year-old son, put it up last night, and my son was commenting on how bad this thing stunk. So I'm going to go ahead and try to put it back together and show you some of those things, show you some of the features of this thing, because there are some things I do like about it. But the smell, I'm going to put it in my backyard, and I'm going to spray the hell out of this thing and try to get it to the smell to go away before I put it up next week. But the smell is a definite bad thing, and this right here is probably even worse, because I mean, I got to find where all this stuff goes and put it back together, and this is just a freaking mess now. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them out, just putting it up and taking it down once. And you can see here's the sleeves that they go in, and they just, when I popped it down, they just slid right out. They're not sewn in there, they're not kept in there in any way, shape, or form except by tension. And when I took the tension off of them, they just all started popping out. So I'm going to try to put the thing back together, try to get it popped up, and then show you some stuff on it then. Okay, so there are some things that I like about this ground blind. It's a 5-hub style ground blind. It is easy to pop up. Now, once I pop it down, that's when the problem started. But it was easy to pop up the first time. Second time around, once I got all the stakes back in place, it was fairly easy to pop up. This is what was coming out. These parts right here, they were popping out up here, and it turns out there were 8 of them that were loose. Basically all the way around, they'd come out on the top side. So I don't know why they did it, but they just, as I was taking it down, they all just started popping out. I like the digital camo. I think it looks real cool, and I think it's going to be an easy way to brush this thing in. It has a mesh hookup inside of here. I'm just going to climb in here, even though it stinks. It has a windows that zip up here and zip up in the middle, zip up on the other side. So I like that. You can open up just this side, you can open up the middle, and another thing I like is it's got hooks right here rather than magnets, so you can hook that back up just like that and unhook it just like that. So it is quiet as far as that goes. Now your mesh, it's got 2 panels on each side, and each one of them can be put up separately. So I like that as well. You can put this part of the mesh up and actually just have certain sections of the mesh up without having the whole the mesh up on the whole window. So that's pretty nice as well. Also has some pockets in here. Has one pocket right over here to put gear in. The other thing I like is, you're gonna lose me for a second, but I can stand up almost fully in this thing up at the top. I can stand up in the peak almost fully, and I'm about 5'8", 5'9" with my boots on, so that's not bad as far as the height goes. I like that. This has a 150D polyester shell. It's supposed to be scent proof, but Lord, I hope the scent gets out of this thing. It's got a black interior, so it's easy to hide and easy to blend in back there. Like I said, easy entry, really like that as well. The mesh system is really good, really like that. Overall dimensions on this thing is 57 by 57 by 65, and that 65 is at the height. So 57 by 57, it's a generous size blind. I mean, I could definitely see me getting my wife and my son both in here pretty easily and having plenty of room. So I do like the overall size of it. The entrance on this is pretty nice. You got a zipper here, and you got a zipper here, so that is really nice. You can actually take this part, if it's not staked down, and actually move this whole thing out of the way to get in. So that is going to be really nice as far as being, you know, wheelchair accessible or handicap accessible. So I really like that aspect of it. Big wide entrance, just like that, and you got your entrance. So I really like the entryway to this, because you can just flip this thing right up and you can just come right in here. Or you can do like I did and actually unzip just one and come in. But if you've got someone in a wheelchair, someone that's disabled, or just, you know, you want a big wide entrance, you got a lot of stuff, because some of the entrances on here are really small. So I do really like that entryway. The major drawbacks that I found to it was the poles coming out when I popped it down. Just absolutely pain in the butt to get it back up, because all the poles just fell out of the sleeves that they were supposed to stay into. And the other thing is just the smell. This thing just absolutely reeks. I mean, just stinks to high heaven. So I was going to put it out this morning, but I decided against it. Comes with a bag. It's got a nice lightweight feel to it. Easy to carry in, easy to carry out. Comes with 12 stakes and some rope, so it's easy to stake down and everything like that. But like I said, fell apart on me when I was taking it down, and it stinks to high heaven. So I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put it out, but there are some definite drawbacks to this thing. Price wasn't too bad. You know, I paid 70 some odd dollars for it at Sportsman's Guide, so price wasn't too bad. But in this case, I really got what I paid for it. So this is the 5-hub digital blind from Guide Gear, and I mean, I can't say that I recommend it. Definitely not a 10. I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, this thing's a 5. I mean, it's got some definite problems, and I would not purchase another one like this. So I'm not impressed enough with it to say I would purchase another one. So Sportsman's Guide, I do love Sportsman's Guide. They have a lot of really good products, and I bought a ton of stuff off of them over the years, and I'm a member of their club, you know, their buyers club, because I buy so much stuff from them. But this one is definitely a fail in my opinion, and definitely one that I will not be purchasing again. So you can check out Sportsman's Guide. There are a lot of good stuff on there. Well, we'll put their link below. For more product reviews, how-to videos, you can check out our website. It's ikesoutdoors.com. Appreciate you guys watching.